Oke.
Why would someone have built this here?
I suspect they valued their privacy. That portkey led us here for a reason. Let's have a look around for anything that seems out of place.
Professor, it's a mural of some kind.
Perhaps our host was a noted seer. Interesting.
That enchanted crystallized stone again. But what could it be blocking? What's this? Professor Fig!
Gila lu. Gue udah tamat tapi main ini kayak masih bagus
Why
banget
would
ini.
someone have conjured that enchanted stone?
Dunanya bagus sih menurutku.
And how is there a room?
Parah Hogwarts Legacy anjir. Parah banget.
What room? I don't see anything.
Gue udah tamat 3 kali,
kita
Bung.
udah nonton.
Like the glow on the
Iya,
portkey.
gue udah
Berapa
tamat
kali?
3 kali. Udah tamat 3 kali gue. Sama sekarang ini main yang keempat nih gue. Gila ya.
Masih berasa ini ya, excited ya.
Soalnya gue emang ini banget sih. Gue fansnya Harry Potter banget dari dulu.
Merlin's name.
Oh pantas kalau itu.
Parah anjir.
Godric's
Gue
Hollow.
kalau asrama ya, asrama tuh gue kalau nggak Slytherin pasti ini anjir Hufflepuff di antara dua itu aja anjing asrama gue. Kan gue regis gitu juga kan di Wizarding World juga kan. Hadir Bang Kalempong, halo si Almada Gudesha, halo.
Hello?
Kamu live Bang.
Nge-live gue, sengaja gabut nge-live. Halo,
Iya,
welcome to
bagus
live
sih.
stream. Gue waktu itu main, gue waktu awal banget rilis gue sempet main Mung, cuman waktu itu nggak tahu kenapa FPS itu nggak stabil gitu loh. Kalau buat di stream makanya gue ya udahlah gue main-main sendiri aja gitu, seru banget sih explore.
It can't be.
Dan spell yang harus banget gue punya adalah Avada Kedavra guys.
Ayo,
Just a moment.
sekali 1000 umat ya.
Iya anjir.
Welcome to Gringotts Wizarding Bank. Vault number 12, I presume.
Precisely.
The key?
Your wife's portkey.
Oh, yes, of course.
This way, then.
Stay close.
Kenapa di setiap episode awal Harry Potter tuh selalu ke Gringotts Bank anjir? Mau di seri manapun. Iya, baru mulai ya. Kan dia di ini kan apa namanya diarahin gitu kan, kuncinya portkey gitu. Karena runtuhan terus ke Gringotts Bank dulu. Dulu kan info-infonya pas yang awal-awal baru pengen rilis tuh Mung, katanya pengen ada dibikin ininya, pengen ada dibikin online-nya, ya semoga aja next update. Kayak, tapi kan kalau Cyberpunk kan juga dulu sempet dibilang gitu kan, tapi dikonfirm gak jadi. Ya semoga aja Harry Potter jadi gitu, biar makin rame aja.
Almost uncommon. Only one with
Kalau online-nya berarti bisa perang dong, seru dong itu.
Gini Mung, kan dia ada DLC-nya yang Dark Art itu kan. Dark Art-nya itu juga arena Mung. Jadi kita kayak ya arena ngelawan goblin, ngelawan penyihir, ngelawan troll gitu. Kan dia juga ada ini, dia kan juga ada yang klub apa gitu namanya yang kayak pertahanan apa namanya dari sihir hitam itu loh. Defense Art Magic. Nah, itu juga ada ininya juga, ada kayak model duelnya gitu juga. Emang dibikin bisa PVP dia seharusnya. Seru sih. Belum ada kan kayak dunia apa ya, saya MMORPG tapi full magic gitu loh. Terus kreator-kreatornya banyak banget lagi.
Terus kelebihannya kan dia bisa pakai ini aset dari semua lore kan.
Iya.
Kayak Griffin, Dragon.
Waktu itu gue udah dapat Phoenix sama apa ya, sama Griffin juga udah dapat gue. Yang buat ituin tuh iya Griffin yang si Pickback itu loh, yang peliharaan Harry Potter itu, yang ini. Dia itu juga dapat. Jadi dia punya ini loh Mung, kayak apa namanya, modelnya tuh kayak tasnya si Fantastic Beasts itu loh, si Newt itu. Nah itu juga ada di sini. Iya, jadi lo bisa ternak Fantastic Beasts di sini.
Terus level up powernya gimana itu?
Level up powernya nanti ada levelnya, kita ada levelnya.
Oh, ada level.
Ada levelnya.
Equipment ngaruh nggak di game itu?
Equipment ngaruh equipment. Kayak nanti bajunya apa, nanti ada nambah efek apa tuh ada. Persis RPG nih.
Dapatnya dari mana? Oh, berarti dapatnya drop juga.
Bisa drop, ada buka chest, terus ada dari reward kayak gitu-gitu.
Menarik. Lebih menariknya ini sih kalau lebih banyak ini side questnya itu.
Wah, banyak banget Mung. Side questnya banyak banget. Banyak. Iya, side questnya. Jadi kalau lu nggak mau nge-push buat main stories, dia side questnya banyak banget. Terus kayak misalkan di ini aja, di asramanya aja tuh nanti suka ada NPC yang kayak ngasih quest gitu loh. Kayak ini, kayak main bully. Nah kayak gitu asramanya. Ntar tiba-tiba ada yang datang minta tolong ini gitu. Terus nyari-nyari Easter egg.
Professor?
That was certainly unexpected.
Ya serunya juga lu bisa ngajelajahin hasil Hogwarts-nya itu loh.
There must be something here. Revelio, perhaps?
Revelio?
Yes, a revealing charm. No time like the present. Let's see what we're missing, shall we? Ready your wand and focus.
Aduh, salah gue.
Revelio. There, I saw something.
Move a bit closer and try again.
Yang gue demen main Hogwarts Legacy itu aksen ininya loh, Britishnya kental banget.
Well, that's a start.
Tapi bagus dong voice aktornya.
Iya, bagus.
I don't suppose you see a way to...
Udah gitu karakter kita ngomong, Mung. Karakter kita ngomong. Kan kalau di beberapa game kan karakter kita nggak ngomong ya. Ini karakter kita ngomong aja. Jadi lo milih voice nggak sia-sia ya.
Lumos. This is no ordinary fort. I suspect we will need to earn our way out of here.
What do you mean, earn our way out?
Tapi lu udah pernah lihat orang main Hogwarts Legacy?
Test.
Sudah.
But to what end I can't say. Stay close.
Revelio.
There will be no disapparating if things go poorly. Not out of Gringotts.
Gue langsung milih difficulty-nya hard ini anjir. Mana ya?
Wah,
Difficulty
perbedaannya
sumpah.
apa kalau difficulty gitu?
Damage aja, damage terus
Oh,
lebih
damage
susah aja lawan-lawannya iya. Mana ya? Tuh, difficulty hard. Kita langsung ke hard, guys. Dia jadi difficulty-nya tuh ada story, ada easy, ada normal, ada hard.
I see something up ahead.
What is it?
That glow again, but on the floor.
Terus ada patung-patungnya nih. Pertama kali ngelawan patung kayak ngelawan Givin anjir.
Suddenly seemed as
Givin
if the
rahasia.
ground was swirling about.
Anjir, Givin dulu.
Langsung dikasih lawan Givin rahasia gue.
Yes, sir, I'm fine.
You seem to have caused the floor to change.
That statue.
What statue?
I see some sort of statue, but only as a reflection in the floor. Revelio.
I presume this is what you saw reflected in the floor.
It is. The reflection's still there, but the statue's positions don't match. Wait. When you moved, the reflection turned in the direction of the light.
Perhaps you should cast Lumos.
Lumos.
Well done.
Now the reflection is turning towards me. It does follow the light.
Look out!
Protego!
Accio! Descendo! Levioso! Deposo! Exposo! Deposo!
Protego!
Confuso! Levioso! Confuso! Levioso! Exposo! Protego! Descendo! Deposo! Levioso! Protego!
Jago banget gua counter emang.
Stay close!
Lumos. Professor! Professor Fig! Professor, where are you? This isn't good. Where am I supposed to go? What's happening? The wisps of... Ah, that's where they're leading me. The glow again. Revelio. I suppose I'm on my own this time. Lumos. It seems I have no choice. I'm going to have to fight my way out of here. Protego!
Terlalu mudah.
Lumos.
There you are. How did you... What is this place?
I don't know. But I found this floating above that basin.
That is no mere basin. That is a pensive for viewing memories. I wonder... Follow my lead.
All is in place.
The portkey is well hidden.
Perhaps too well. I wonder if the path we've created...
May be impossible to follow. It will only be impossible for one who cannot see traces of ancient magic as I can.
Your ability to see what others cannot will not be enough, Percival. We are entrusting the one who embarks on this path with powerful secrets, with knowledge others
Nggak
will
pakai
do
mod
anything
Hogwarts
to
Hub mal.
obtain.
Biar apa, Vince? Biar bisa ketemu
If
orang
we are
lain,
correct,
Vince.
Charles, the ritual wizard
Masalahnya
who
gua
completes
mau main
the
sama
trial
siapa,
to prove
anjir?
themselves worthy of that knowledge and the responsibility that accompanies it.
We've done all that we can.
Biar tegang mainnya. Kenapa anjir? Biar susah apa gimana? Hogwarts Hub tuh biar apa Hogwarts Hub?
That's what you're seeing. The glow that surrounded them.
Yes, sir.
Tegang yang
Astonishing.
bawah,
Can I
anjing,
see
anjing.
magic?
Traces of an ancient magic to
Gue
be
belum
precise.
lihat gue.
The magic that Miriam had
Emang
always
bisa
believed
apa?
existed,
Ada room baru apa cuman baju
but
doang?
could never.
Cuman kosmetik doang apa ada inian baru nih, fitur baru nih, bisa macam-macam di Hogwarts nih. Udah nggak ada apanya. Modnya udah nggak ada.
It all looks rather different than it did a moment ago. Someone's coming.
Who were they?
I don't know. But, sir, you shouldn't be in here.
Enggak. Ya,
I
tapi lu lihat di mana?
right.
Lihat di mana Reddit?
Ranrock.
Seems my reputation precedes me. I was beginning to think no one was ever going to visit Rackham's vault.
And why are you here?
Dari berita-berita artikel
No
game. Oh iya
need
kah?
for that. Just
Ya,
give me
Coba
whatever
gue
it
lihat.
is you found here and we can let bygones be bygones.
Sir, they have the key to the vault.
Choose your next words wisely.
I only meant that the instructions to Vault 12 were quite clear. Sir, I must insist. I was to grant access only to one with the key, and you didn't have it.
oh Hogwarts Hub tuh kayak Pornhub anjir, goblok anjing.
I have no patience for traitors. Now, where were we?
I'm not giving you anything.
Well, perhaps your young friend here will be more.
Game bro terakhir baca komen ya. Gue belum nyari sih, tarai lah. Aneh-aneh aja ini. Bikin rusak gak tadi. Dari Nexus bukan itu? Ada di Nexus. Dulu sempat ada di Nexus. Oh iya, nggak tahu di delete gara-gara apa. Padahal mod gituan mantul sih. Gue belum lihat lagi. Emang udah nggak ada di Nexus ya? Udah nggak ada kan di Nexus?
Are you all right?
Fine, sir.
I've never seen so powerful a goblin. He seemed wholly unaffected by my magic.
Where are we?
It can't be. It seems those who set up the pensive, the locket, and the path to both wanted someone with your ability to end up here. Come. We have a sorting ceremony to get to.
Oh iya, dulu ada ya? Dulu ada ya di Nexus ya? Best mode ever, asli sih. Kalau iya sih, masalah udah nggak ada lagi. Hogwarts Hub mode download tuh.
Oh, good. We haven't missed the sorting ceremony. I'm no expert, but that seems more appropriate. Now, I need to study this locket as soon as I can, but first I must
Skyrim
contact
juga
the
ada
ministry.
kan mod-modelan
They
gitu.
need to know
Iya,
what
cuman
happened
kan
to
Skyrim
George
udah
and
lama
the
banget
Lord
sih.
of
Gue nggak
Rambo.
expect aja.
For the moment, I ask that you keep all that's happened this evening between you and me.
Of course, sir.
Thank you. Ready for the sorting ceremony?
Udah nggak ada, Vin. Katanya ini, Vin, nggak tahu ya ini beneran apa enggak.
Phineas, Nigellus.
Tapi gue cari di ini kan konten-konten, terus ada yang bilang itu cuman jokes doang, nggak beneran ada. Katanya nggak beneran ada modnya.
Fig, nice of you to join us. The sorting ceremony's over.
There were complications.
Complications?
It seems the
Katanya sih
goblins
gitu.
have-
Tadi gue nemu di channel YouTube ada tadi, terus di Steam ada, terus tadi di Reddit katanya emang cuman bercanda doang, bilangnya gitu.
We
Tapi nggak
might
tahu ya.
still be able to get you sorted this evening.
I'll be in touch.
Soalnya kan karakter-karakter yang
Professor
di gambarnya
Weasley.
aja yang nggak ada kan.
One more to be sorted.
Welcome. You're just in time. Have a seat.
Kayaknya kalau kehubung sama Wizarding World, ini aneh langsung deh. Asramanya deh.
Ah, yes. A bit older than the others, aren't you? You come here with preferences and preconceptions. Certain expectations.
I'm looking forward to exploring Hogwarts and the world beyond the castle and grounds.
Indeed. Much can be gleaned by having an adventurous spirit, but your professors have a great deal to teach you as well. Interesting. You've recently learned that you possess a rare ability. I detect a growing sense of ambition, an eagerness for power. Perhaps you belong in Slytherin.
Kan? Langsung dikasih Slytherin gua ini. Ya udah ya. Kita ambil guys. Langsung ambil Slytherinnya ini.
You belong in Slytherin!
Slytherin banget tuh emang anaknya tuh.
Oh, and one more thing.
Ambil jubah yang bisa
Due to
ngilang
the
mah.
unfortunate
Nanti dapat
injury
kan
on the
seingat
pitch in
gua.
last spring's final, this year's Quidditch season has been
Terus masuk ke WC
cancelled.
cewek sih bisa. Emang bisa ya? Ntar gue coba deh kalau udah dapet deh.
Enough. It's not as though I've banned flying altogether, but don't tempt me. You are here to focus on your
Cobain lah, ntar
academic
kita coba.
futures. I'm sure you will have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Anjing. Jadi
I
penyihir kabul
said,
guys.
I'm sure you all have plenty to do before classes begin tomorrow.
Tenang, gue cobain nanti.
Quite an entrance. It's lovely to meet you. I'm...
Professor Weasley, would you be so kind as to show our new student to their common room?
I shall see to it, sir. As I was saying, I'm Professor Weasley. Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well, Professor.
As Deputy Headmistress, it is my distinct honor to show you to your common room. Right this way.
Tapi itu apa namanya?
It's quite
Kamarnya
uncommon for a student
si
to
asramanya
begin as a
Slytherin
fifth
tuh
year.
kayak
It may be a bit of a challenge,
ini banget cuy.
but one
Kayak
I'm sure you're up for.
otentik banget gitu, kuno banget gitu.
I suspected as much. This is the entrance to the Slytherin common room. In order to enter, one must simply speak the correct password. Aspiration.
Very well. Aspiration.
Gila.
Well done. Now, go on in and get some sleep. You have a big day ahead of you tomorrow. I shall be back in the morning to collect you for your first class.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
You're welcome. I hope you enjoy your first night at Hogwarts. Sleep well.
Waktu itu gue juga sempat dapat Hufflepuff tuh. Hufflepuff ini banget anjing, kayak masuk ke dalam gentong-gentong aja. Dalam common room-nya.
Looks like everyone's gone. Better head to the common room.
Berasa kayak nonton yang ini tau gue sih kalau masuk sini. Berasa pas lagi di Harry Potter yang Chamber of Secret. Iya.
Can I help you? Ah, you're the new 5th year. I'm Sebastian Sallow. Welcome to Slytherin.
Thank you.
Not everyone has a ministry escort to school.
He was a friend of Professor Fig's who merely joined us for the ride.
Still, impressive. Dreadful way to go, poor fellow. Glad you and Fig are all right.
It was dreadful, certainly, but quite an experience nonetheless.
Interesting perspective. How did you and Fig manage to escape?
It's all still a bit of a blur, to be honest.
Didn't mean to press. You just get yourself settled. We can talk more later.
What book were you reading?
A spell book I picked up. Has a few interesting things, but not exactly what I was looking for. I'm sure you'll find out soon enough. But not every spell you may need can be found in our assigned textbooks.
Are you saying some spells aren't taught at Hogwarts? Which ones?
Seems I may have met a kindred spirit. That is a conversation for another time. It was good meeting you. Good luck today.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Ugh, not going to move there, are you?
Here, watch this.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
Checkmate.
Told you. They should have listened to me. Ah, I know who you are. You're the new Slytherin, the one who barged in with Professor Fig last night. Interesting tactic on your first day, taking all the attention away from the first years. I'm Imelda, by the way. Shame I wasn't with you in Fig. I could have lured that dragon away. My skills on a broom are legendary.
Perhaps Professor Fig's friend would have survived if we'd had your help.
Precisely. Perhaps one of these days I'll show you a thing or two about flying. I can teach you more than Kagawa ever could. Speaking of which, I'd like to get in some time on my broom before classes.
Are you a keen Wizard Chess fan? You knew that boy was going to lose the match.
Not really. Much too sedate a pastime for me. Also, it's simply not that challenging. The moves are always so obvious. Why does no one else see it?
Do you have a lot of time to fly during school?
I make the time. There's nothing like swerving through the spires of the castle and around the Quidditch pitch to clear the mind.
Goodbye, Imelda.
Nice meeting you.
Lagi kenapa nih kita ngobrol? Komunis Gon tuh kalau nggak salah yang ngajarin ini deh.
I think I heard one.
Yang ngajarin Avada Kedavra dia bukan ya?
Doubt mermaids find us that interesting. Ah, based on all the chatter when you entered the common room, I'm guessing you're the new 5th year. I'm Ominous. Ominous Gaunt.
Nice to meet you, Ominous.
Well, you certainly had a memorable arrival.
Well, if I'm going to make my mark here, I had to start right away.
You're definitely in the right house. Do let me know if I can be of any help as you navigate your first days here, though I doubt you'll need it.
Did that student say he thought he heard a mermaid?
Yes, but I've never heard of a mermaid showing up outside our common room window. It is fun to play along, though. Been known to keep some first years on the lookout for hours.
Were you expecting to be sorted into Slytherin?
Most certainly. My family on my father's side are direct descendants of Salazar Slytherin,
Kan bener kan?
one of the 4 founders of Hogwarts. Not something I'm especially proud
Salazar.
of, mind you. He was obsessed with blood status, a pure-blood maniac. Unfortunately, most of his descendants do not fall far from that tree.
Thank you, Ominous. Very nice to meet you.
Pleasure was all mine. Don't be a stranger.
Is the new 5th year Slytherin in here? Professor Weasley's waiting for you just by the stairs.
Masih.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a 5th year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a 5th year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings.
Lumos.
The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. Do keep up. Why don't you cast Revelio on that?
Revelio.
And see what details the field guide can provide. Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle.
Kill enemy instantly.
timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
I adore the hustle and bustle of Central.
You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central.
Revelio.
Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become Aurors. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops and pubs. You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
We did take a bit of a detour on the way here. Ended up exploring some ruins and... I shouldn't say more.
Exploring ruins? Well, I presume Professor Fig has his reasons for keeping the details to himself for now. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Revelio. It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you and Professor Weasley talking about exploring ruins?
Yes, sir. But I didn't tell her anything else about her travels here. I will say, I think she suspects we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Revelio.
Hogwarts survives the rain of this end.
Revelio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso.
Let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise good. Now, the basic cast. Well done. Very good, but the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso! Lucky. Nothing lucky about it. This can't be your first duel. Let's just say I'm a quick luck. You're good.
Help us.
All right, students for this adept. I do enjoy lively duel.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Slytherin.
Thank you, Professor Heckard. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments. All right, that's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? Felt more like I was dueling an expert. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
I've dueled enough. Consider yourself lucky I held back.
Huh, fair enough. You owe me an honest duel when you aren't. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Gas, langsung kita bantai-bantai. Siapa? Oh, disuruh saran dulu ini. Gue pengen langsung duel tuh. Ke mana namanya? Pokoknya ke organisasinya itu lah. Duel para siswa.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. I sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Here,
behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work. But I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? Hmm? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the seals and relinquish your... Excellent. Good. Not to worry. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are... That's it! Happens to the best of us. Splendid! Very good. Points to Slytherin. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go.
Accio.
Aduh, kurang lagi.
Very good.
Series title.
There we go. Well done. Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio!
That's it! Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
Anjir.
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go.
Accio!
Excellent control there.
Let us see this. Phew. Oh, that was an execution. Watch this. That is how it's done.
Accio!
A perfect score. Remarkable.
Hal yang mudah. Hal yang mudah.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Well dan doang anjing, gue yang menang juga.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Gak bisa di-post lagi.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
Thank you, but I've been holding my own.
I appreciate your confidence. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Well, it's been nice talking and competing with you.
And with you. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
A word, if you would.
Well, you'd be using it on
You
clothing
wanted to speak with me,
besides
Professor?
I did.
You know it won't work.
I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation.
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? You did well, managing to best as gifted a student as Miss Onai.
Thank you, Professor. I enjoyed the match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
And then the werewolves joined the goblins in the uprising.
Werewolves, where were you? In the Goblin Rebellion of 1752?
And by the end of it, the Minister for Magic was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, what fun! I won't say my goodbyes. I shall cheer for the boy who says you're telling lies.
I'm not telling lies, Peeves. It was Albert Boot.
No, it wasn't. It was Basil Flat.
Ooh, fight, fight! It's a bold attack. Was the Minister a boot or the Minister a flack?
Stop it, Peeves. You'll get us in trouble.
Kita ke duel dulu guys, nggak usah buru-buru.
Protego!
Pengen bantai-bantai, kita bantai-bantai. Naik. Gila sih.
Revelio.
Oh, not again!
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim. Did you fancy a bowl? As long as we're only were time a week, I can plunge to my lavatory.
Lumos. Accio!
Gila, sih emang dunianya keren banget sih, parah.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed ones. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I seem to have a knack for dueling.
Then you've come to the right place.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Ya elah, tengil amat.
Come on.
Stupid one. Leviosa.
It's also
Potato. Stupid air going my way.
Fringo.
Stupid. Leviosa.
It's also
Potato. Luma. Leviosa.
Some big hits that round.
nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. Now, it takes time to organise these duels, but check with me later. I may have something lined up for you. Again, congratulations on your first crossed ones victory. Well fought. Hope to see
Bisa
you back
langsung
here
gas lagi
again.
gak sih?
Bisa.
Bisa Pai. Salah pasti kita nggak bisa. Nggak bisa anjir. Nggak bisa langsung.
Lu cupu.
Terlalu jago gue Pai. Nggak berani dia ngadepin gue langsung. Harus nyicil kawan gue gitu. Udah kelar kan Pai main itu juga Pai? Hogwarts Legacy Pai?
Belum gue mainin.
Tapi punya kan lo?
Punya. Baru pas di awal apa? Masuk ini baru yang apa? Belajar Ripero.
Akio.
Ripero.
Oh Ripero yang mana ya? Yang keberapa sih ya Ripero ya?
Ada yang pas
Kan
pindah ke mana? Akio udah. Ripero yang buat ngebenerin barang rusak, hancur-hancur.
Oh, iya. Tapi gue lupa tuh ini keberapa itu. Itu udah lumayan gak sih, Pai? Udah agak jauhan itu?
Agaknya.
Kalau baru mulai mah lo Levioso yang ngangkat-ngangkat tuh.
And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even running elixirs. Do you understand how broken this can be? And I'm not even running with those things. Just look at it. You couldn't even get off the ground. I'm one of the first guys to ever promote this particular thing. You guys know
What
that?
about the room,
And by
Professor?
promote, I mean
I was
one of the
thinking the
first
same
people to
thing,
ever share that the first
Perhaps you
initial
could help.
hit of the Gyphon ignores the buff which it receives. So
excuse
essentially, you
Deke.
probably get like 20-30% extra just because of that hit.
There
I
you
wonder
are.
why haven't they patched this still? Could you imagine Gyphon lower being like
I trust
1.5
your first classes
million
went well.
They did,
of silver?
Professor.
I heard as much from
Because of
Professors
this?
Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit during your brief detour near, what was it you said? Some ruins? I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
I see. Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand. You've managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Let's finish this lift up act.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well.
Buff.
I'd like you to make your first
Q.
visit to the village with a
R&D,
classmate.
R&D, L&D.
Help you get your bearings.
Finish it with red
Perhaps
word.
Sebastian
First
Sallow
flag
or
is
Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
I'd like to go with Sebastian.
Glad to hear it. Mr. Sallow is a capable young wizard, and he knows the area. He'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Berarti lu udah lewat yang Hogsmeade juga kan, Pai? Reparo mah?
Hogsmeade.
Iya, yang lawan troll. Kan lu ngambil itu tuh, ngambil apa namanya? Ngambil tongkat gitu kan.
Itu baru buat
You have a
ngambil
spell
tongkat.
to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that, the mending charm Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary
Laptop lu udah jadi.
tasks to hone
Ini
your
udah bener.
magic. I have arranged some
Belum,
for
anjir.
today. See them
Masih
through
Rusak apaan?
and report back to me.
Masih di sono.
We will have you casting
Masih dicekin,
Reparo
Pai,
in
katanya.
no time.
Antara apa namanya?
I'll start
IC-nya.
on the task right away, Professor.
IC power.
Tadi kan pas pertama
This
tuh.
is the right area.
Ini mah antara IC powernya nih atau yang motherboardnya kan?
Kalau
Iya
motherboard
tiba-tiba.
sih.
Kayaknya enggak
Kalau
ya, Pai,
motherboard nggak mungkin nyala indikatornya.
Kenapa?
Kalau motherboard indikatornya nggak nyala, mati total pasti.
Itu indikatornya kan yang kagak nyala, Pai, dua-duanya, Pai.
A flying
Nah,
page
kata lu
must be
nyala
around
kemarin.
here somewhere.
Kagak, gue bilang dua-duanya kagak nyala. Indikatornya kagak nyala dua-duanya.
Udah. Mau motherboard.
Tiba-tiba dua-duanya cepret aja gitu. Pokoknya indikator yang itu kagak nyala tuh, indikator yang apa namanya?
I trust the preliminary tasks weren't too much
Indikator
trouble.
yang baterai nggak nyala, terus indikator yang powernya juga kagak nyala, Pak.
Sama kayak gua bener kemarin.
I
Motherboard tuh,
completed
Loy.
the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous.
Katanya
You
dia
clearly
apaan,
know
Pai?
your way
Di sono,
around
Pai.
basic charms. Let us give the old mending charm a try
Pokoknya
then, shall
gua
we?
tinggalin pas gua ambil,
Remember to be
Panya diganti
deliberate
mas
in your
motherboard, ganti semua.
enunciation and
Udah gitu udah.
movements. I want to see some
Padahal gue
vigor.
posisinya
Now,
kemarin nggak
wand at the
panas,
ready.
nggak apa, Pai. Kayak powernya mah apa namanya?
Remember, your wand is a conduit for your
Suhunya tuh cuma 70 derajat. Orang gue cuman gak ngapa-ngapain, Pai. Gue lagi nonton film. BDO gue kecilin resolusinya gue kecilin,
aja
terus
di kantor gua.
minimize. Oh iya. Terus tiba-tiba mati tuh, Pai. Lagi dipakai tuh, Pai.
Lagi buka Excel doang, tiba-tiba mati, udah nggak nyala lagi.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly
Revelio.
heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Bang, ada aja anjing. Yang ngeselin apaan, Pai? Pas banget ininya habis, Pai. Pas banget garansi spare partnya habis, Pai. Kan anjing ya, gue bilang ya. Gue nggak tahu tuh, Pai. Kalau servis kena berapa ya, Pai? Kalau misalkan emang harus ganti, Pai.
Motherboard mahal.
Serius lu?
Motherboard mahal.
Revelio.
Kisaran lu berapa menurut lu? Menurut lu aja ya.
Gua aja dulu ya pas Asus ROG gua yang dulu tuh. Tanya ganti motherboard berapa, Mas? Di ini kan paling 14 juta. Anjing, gua bilang mendingan gua beli baru daripada gua ganti motherboard tuh.
Waktu itu Asus lu motherboardnya kenapa ya, Pai?
Motherboardnya emang rusak kan. Tahu gue jadi kenapa lepas.
Don't fret and just show me there. You can't cut in line under my watch. Go to the back. Wait your turn.
Masalahnya itu ya lu juga sama tuh, indikatornya kagak nyala tuh, Pai. Tahu, Pai? Waktu Asus lu. Iya, ngejelek tiba-tiba. Tahu nih, gue belum itu lagi tuh. Gue nggak tahu sih kena berapa sih. Dia berarti lu 14 juta lo semua, Pai, ganti ituan juga, Pai. Berarti kena ganti VGA-nya semuanya gitu. Apa cuma angkat motherboard doang, Pai?
Lah, emang lu kira VGA di mana?
Enggak, maksud gua ya kan kali aja VGA-nya bisa dicabut taruh lagi kan, kagak bisa ya laptop ya?
Enggak lah. Lah ini juga pasti nggak tanam.
Kenapa?
Nggak awet juga kalau kayak gitu.
Oh. Berarti semuanya tuh ya apa namanya prosesornya, VGA-nya semua tuh.
Ya udah satu motherboard.
Angkat satu motherboard anjing.
Is this your first foray into the village?
It is. I haven't left the castle since I arrived.
Kalau sampai semahal itu mah gue cabut aja lah, mending ambil itu ya. Ambilin PMA-nya gitu-gitu ya.
Charming little place. Self-contained too. We should be able to find you everything that you need. Shall we?
Sebenarnya yang bikin males beli laptop mahal tuh gitunya sih.
Iya sih, kalau rusak.
Kalau rusak semua gitu. Saya bener-bener matot gitu. Kan kalau PC kan per part dia.
Iya sih, kalau rusak motherboard ya cuma tinggal ganti motherboardnya doang, yang lainnya masih bisa.
Iya, masih ada.
I was glad Professor Weasley asked me to join you today.
Tapi kalau beli laptop normal,
thank you by the way.
langsung main game.
Of course. I was the only one who's
Iya,
ever
jadi tolol ya, jadi cuma nonton-nonton doang paling.
I'd be wise to keep an eye on you. Speaking of Weasley, she seems to have taken quite a shine to you.
Masih. That's nice to hear.
I'm still
Semoga aja
surprised the
kagak motherboard
professor
sih,
would
IC
trust
doang
me with
kali.
anything, given my detention record.
Nggak banget.
Spend a lot of time in detention, do you?
Just enough to keep me well-rounded.
Gue nggak ada ngaling-ngalingnya anjing apa kek gitu ya, maksud gue kan kalau orang mau ngajar motherboard apa gitu Pak ya, tanda-tandanya dulu ya Pak ya.
Madam Scribner, the librarian, was
Agak
Biar
ada
cegah.
orang gue lagi di kantor, lagi ini ngumpulin data.
Buka Word doang ya.
Iya,
Udah mati.
Yang anjingnya tuh ngepas banget ini banget Pak.
Well,
Garansi spare part gua habis kan tai. Sebelumnya padahal gua make lebih parah Pak. Sekarang tuh gua make udah enteng-enteng banget anjing.
Ya sama nih, gue juga udah gagal main playoff dulu.
Orang apa namanya? Ini aja gue baru habis ganti inian Pak. Gue baru habis ganti thermal kan kemarin aneh kan kayak sebulanannya tuh gue habis ganti thermal Pak.
Thermal.
Iya baru habis ganti thermal pas di itu di service centernya kan gue bawa sendiri. Gue pakai itu One King.
Ya udah sepi nih nggak jadi Flexion Party.
Kenapa Pak? Kenapa Kal?
Nggak jadi Flexion Party sepi deh.
Iya udah Kal.
You think Poppy's already seen the hippogriffs?
Lo tek-tekin aja. Cari no Kevin sama Rimung no coba.
To the left is the Forbidden Forest.
Coba.
Out of bounds to all students.
Oh, hence the name.
Precisely. They think it's too dangerous. I think they need to have more confidence in our defensive abilities. Ah, you can see Hogsmeade just past those ruins up ahead.
Ini berarti aku ngurusin itu ya, Crescent-nya dulu ya, Pen ya?
Iyalah, nanggung
sebelum
udah
armor
setengah
ya?
jalan. Iya, udah setengah jalan. Soalnya kalau kecuali belum ada setengah jalan ya. Kalau udah setengah jalan mah lanjutin aja.
Oke.
Have you had much of a chance to
Udah,
explore the
gaspol.
castle?
A little. It's positively enormous.
Mereka bel.
It is that. I've been there 5 years and barely scratched the
Laku deh
surface.
bolu.
Loads to see. Places
Debo
to
laku.
discover.
Ah, dapat 3B lumayan.
Any you'd like to share with the class?
Perhaps one day. I can't go around telling you all my
Tinggal
secrets now, can
necklace-nya
I?
nih.
You still haven't told me how you became so good at dueling. I've always thought Thestrals pulling a carriage a bit grim. Though I suppose most people don't actually see them at all.
But you can see them.
Unfortunately. But you've seen quite a bit yourself firsthand too. Most notably that dragon attack. Hopefully the rest of your year isn't as eventful.
Transfiguration's far too difficult for me.
Mr. Moon!
Sayangnya
He's the Hogwarts
di apa
caretaker.
namanya Hogwarts
Hopes a bit
Legacy
worse for
ini
wear.
Fantastic Beast yang lo tangkap nggak bisa bantuin lo ngapa-ngapain.
Mr.
Gue
Moon?
bisa.
Have you met our new 5th year?
Pleasure. You might want to turn back, Mr. Sallow. Turn and run.
Is everything all right, sir?
Oh, look right at me. Eyes big as saucers.
What did Mr. Moon?
Demi guys. Ugly and airy and
Sama anjir, Sebastian sini aja buruan.
I shall be at the castle where it's safe. Good luck to both of you.
A demi-guise? I don't know what he's putting in his pumpkin juice, but he's obviously had too much of it. I've never seen Mr. Moon in such a state. Mr. Moon is quite the character. My sister Anne thinks he's lovely, but I'd say he could improve a bit as a caretaker.
Oh, is your sister in Slytherin too?
She is, or rather, she was. She's not well at the moment, but she'll be better soon and back at Hogwarts. Honestly, if one could bottle the magic of this place, I don't know if it's the shops or the people, but there's just something about Hogsmeade. We all flock to it like moths to a flame.
Kemarin yang worth it, Basilisk Belt yang dijadiin Jonas atau apa ya? Bentar,
Orkinrad. Orkinrad.
Orkinrad ya.
Lo minta aja nama Al lo Juragan Orkinrat deh. Waktu itu kan dia pakai pen Orkinrat anjing. Bangsat banget pen Orkinrat.
So how would you like to do this?
Equipnya
Weasley told
lucu-lucu
me
sih
you had
Al
a list
anjing
of
yang
things to
dipakai.
get,
Nggak ngerti
a
gue.
wand and some other bits.
Yes. Dittany seeds, some spellcrafts, and some
Here comes
potion
Flamin'.
recipes.
Bam.
Perfect.
Bam.
Can't wait to see
bam.
what you do with the new wand. And a short list gives you plenty of time to poke around the village. I just have to pop into a shop to find something for my sister. Let's meet up in the town circle when you're finished. Remember, have fun. It's Hogsmeade.
Merlin's blooming beard, not a gem.
I'll be right with... Ah, it's you. Just a moment, please.
Hello, sir. I'm looking for...
For a new wand, yes. It's about time.
Yes, about time?
Well, you're our new fifth-year student, are you not? Oh, what am I saying? Of course you are. Gerbold Ollivander's the name. But of course, you'll have heard of the Ollivanders, I'm sure. Finest wand makers in the world. It's a pleasure to meet you, truly. Now, come with me. Let's find you the perfect wand, shall we?
Lo waktu itu main Hogwarts dapet inian mana, Pai? Dapat asrama mana, Pai?
Gryffindor kayaknya deh.
Powerful core. 10.5 inches. You might do. Here, give this one a try. Well, go ahead, swish. How odd. Once more, come on, really swish it. Oh dear. Well, this isn't a good match at all, is it? We'll find you something, not to worry. No, not you. Perhaps. Yes. A rare wood, 13 3/4 inches, dragon heartstring. Let's give this one a try. Oh, goodness. Looks like it's back to the shelf for you. This is proving to be trickier than I had anticipated. How perplexing. Where are you? Perhaps you? There you are. Yes, I think you might be the one. Here, take it. What do you think? Extraordinary. Another wand, another beginning of a bright and magical future. Now, how did that feel?
Good. Different. I sensed a sort of surge of some kind.
A match. Your connection seemed particularly powerful. The right wand will learn from you, just as you learn from it.
I'm eager to try it out.
I would imagine so. A wand with a dragon heartstring core is capable of dazzling magic. And the bond between you and your wand should only grow stronger. Do not be surprised at your new one's ability to perceive your intentions, particularly in a moment of need.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Ollivander.
I'll let you get to it. Do come and see me again if ever I can be of further assistance.
Revelio.
An inquiring mind.
Revelio. Revelio. Pardon me, sir. I'm here for the spellcrafts Professor Weasley ordered.
Matilda's student. I thought I might be seeing you soon. I am the proprietor here, Thomas Brown. I take it you've had a conjuring lesson then?
I'm afraid I haven't yet, sir.
Ah, but you will soon enough. It is magic at its purest, creating something out of nothing. Of course, it is not without complexity, but that is where my spellcrafts come in. Stay the course, and you could soon impress even Professor Weasley.
That's certainly something to aspire to, Mr. Brown. I look forward to that day.
And I, too, see in it. Spellcrafts are incredibly useful for conjuring unique items like custom pieces of furniture or decoration. But I shall let Professor Weasley do the teaching. For now, let's get the spellcrafts you need. A potting table and a potion station, yes?
I believe so, sir.
Good. Nothing like being able to grow your own ingredients and brew what you want when you want. Let's have a look. If you're interested, feel free to take a look around at the rest of my inventory.